All right, welcome everyone again to our Postcard Networker call. My name is Joel Broughton. I'm here with my beautiful wife, Kristen. So today I just want to talk specifically about postcards. Here is the simple plan, okay, to be able to get free postcards and to be able to get a regular income from Postcard Networker, okay, and to obviously build your network marketing company and your real income through income stream number 4. Okay, so step number 1 in our simple plan, get on auto ship for postcards, okay? And it doesn't matter what level you're at. The levels, you know, if you're at 100 or 200 or 500 or 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 postcards a month, okay, that isn't the important part. The important part is making the commitment to be on auto ship. The important part is making the commitment to regularly and consistently sending out your postcards so that it becomes a habit, right? So that it's just something that you do, right? So that it's not like some shock when you get postcards in the mail. You're used to having them coming on this around the same time every month, right? So, and this is for your team. This is for you and your team, okay? So set up an auto ship postcard. Number 2, do surges of postcards. Okay, now what do I mean by a surge? Well, I find that every once in a while I get a little antsy in my business. I feel like I need to grow faster. I feel like I should have more members. And then sometimes the business is clipping along really well and the team is growing really well, and I feel like, geez, I'm so busy, you know, maybe, you know, I can't necessarily handle more. And until we stabilize the business again, then I need another surge, right? I need another boost. So surge postcards to me are basically every once in a while. So maybe you do your regular 200 a month, okay? Your regular 200 auto ship a month. And then surge postcards means maybe once a quarter, or maybe once a year, or maybe once every 6 months, or maybe once just whenever you get the itch to build your business faster. You do a larger purchase, you do a larger advertising surge, okay? Where you might, so if you're doing 200 a month, maybe every once in a while you might do 1,000 postcards, all in 1 month, okay, or all in 1 week, all right, and get them all out and get them in the mail, because that'll create more activity in a shorter period of time. It compresses the next 5 or 6 months into 1 week of your business, right? So if you normally do, let's say 100 postcards, and then you surge into 1,000 this week, that's almost like a full year's worth of postcards all in 1 week. Okay, does that make sense? So that's almost like adding a whole other year of sending postcards all in one short period of time, which potentially generates more members, generates more matching postcards, generates more commissions, builds your business faster. I always do this. So I do my regular marketing, and then I do some surges. Okay, when I feel like I need more business faster, I need to grow faster, bigger, quicker, better, right? I'll kind of throw a little bit more money at the marketing. And then the third thing is, of course, just build a relationship with the team as you grow. So as your team grows, you have to have some type of plan, some type of regular thing that you do to build your relationship with your team. Okay? You want to continually build your relationship with your team. Send the auto ship postcards. That builds the team. Send the surge. That increases the growth quicker at different times of the year. Build the relationship with your team. That solidifies your team and gets them growing and doing the same thing. This is not only your simple plan, this is the simple plan that you can lay out for your team members as well. Maybe on your first call that you get together with your team, and it doesn't have to be a formal thing where you invite them and then they accept, and then just call them and say, call your 2 or 3 team members, or your 10 team members, or your 30 team members, or whatever, and just say, hey, I'm putting together a call next Wednesday night at 8 o'clock Eastern. Can you make it? Okay, we're going to be talking about our goals. We're just going to meet some of the other team members. We're going to kind of throw around some ideas and talk about what we should do to have success and stuff like that. So we're just putting together a little success mastermind group, and I'd like to invite you to come onto it. I'd like to personally invite you to come. So can you make it? Okay, and then on the call, you just obviously lead the group and talk about having to set up the auto ship postcards. So ask everyone, okay, hey John, hey Jim, hey Jerry, did you set up your auto ship? Did you how many? Okay, great, okay, good, you've got your plan. And this isn't to call anyone out. This is just to simply say, listen, if we're going to make a commitment to our business, if we're going to make a commitment to building our team, let's do it right. Like, let's do what we need to do. And if we get together, then we kind of hold each other accountable, right? So the auto ship postcards, surge postcards, build a relationship with the team. I mean, that's a simple plan. Get them to set up their auto ship, get them to do surges, and then teach them obviously how to, spend time with their team, talk to their team. If you have any friends in your life, this is no different, right? We're just collecting friends that are also interested in making money from home, right? And also interested in building their network marketing company. We're just making friends, right? If you don't have any friends, this is maybe a great place for you to learn to start getting some friends, all right? And you can get cold market friends by just sending postcards, all right? Here's a simple thing, simple percentages, and I can't guarantee that these are going to be your numbers. These are some of the things that about a year ago I was showing people, listen, this is what can happen in your business. This can go faster or slower, okay? It can go faster or slower. And this is based on generating new members from the postcards and then them also sending out postcards, all right? Right now, if you were to send out 100 postcards, if you get just a 1% response, you're going to generate one new member, okay? And now there's going to be two of you. There's going to be you plus the new member, okay, which is right here, right? You plus the new member. You're going to have two of you, so you'll send out 100 the next month. They'll send out 100 the next month with you. So now you got 200 going out. At a 1% response, that's two new members coming in to your business, okay? And now you've got three of you, or four of you. I guess I got the numbers wrong, but you know what I'm saying, all right? Let's just say there's three of you, one of you quit. There's always that. You ever run a business in network marketing and not have someone quit? Right? So there's now four of you. The one person quits in the first week because they didn't really understand what was going on, and they quit everything in their life, all right? So now the three of you are sending out 300 postcards, which is going to generate three new members, which you'll end up with 6 now, okay, total. So the three of you plus 3 new, 6 the next month. That's 600 postcards, right? 600 postcards at 1% response, just 1%, is 6 new members. And as you can see, the numbers start doubling of postcards. The numbers start doubling of members, right? If you're all just on that 100 postcards per month, just 100 postcards a month, okay, everybody can do that. Okay, so now you've got 12 total members sending out 1,200 postcards. Then you've got 24, right? 1,200 postcards is going to generate you 12 new members on average, all right, if you get your 1% response. If you build your team, if you talk to your members, if you actually, pick up the phone and maybe speak to some of them or send them a personal email, all right? And don't get me wrong, the autoresponders do a lot. The system does a lot of the heavy lifting. The training calls, Saturday morning breakfast calls do a lot. But I believe that if you want to have a large business, you're going to have a much bigger business if you actually build a relationship personally with these people, okay, with your team. So as you can see the numbers, I just want you to see the numbers of postcards, okay? The numbers of postcards going out will be, 600, 1,200, 2,400, and this is just per month. If everybody's just sending out 100 postcards and your team continues to grow at a 1% rate. 4,800, 9,600, 19,000, 38,000, and these are postcards. These aren't team members, right? 38,000 postcards going out, 79,000 postcards going out, 159,000 postcards going out. That's 12 months, okay? Those numbers are based on 12 months of the team growing at a 1% rate, you getting everybody on their auto ships, right? Helping them all set up their auto ships, maybe doing some surges now and again to build the team quicker, and building the relationship with them to keep them, right? There's nothing worse than joining a business and not being able to work with anyone. That's when people feel isolated, they tend to quit. So if you have a lot of people quitting in your business, it's probably because they feel isolated because you won't talk to them, primarily. I mean, I find that my leaders and my personals and people that call me tend to stay in the business longer. If I, spend the time to talk to them and answer their texts and answer their emails and pick up the phone. And, I get busy too, like everybody else, so unfortunately I do apologize if you've been trying to call me or if you couldn't get a hold of me, or, if you sent an email or a support ticket and we didn't get back to it fast enough. My sincere apologies. I've only got 24 hours in the day too, and we're trying to do a lot for a lot of people. But that's where you as a leader need to pick up the slack and build these relationships with your people, right? Build a relationship internally with your team. Do you think these numbers can potentially be realistic in 12 months for you to build up a team that's sending out 150,000 postcards a month? Is it possible for you? Is it possible for anybody? Well, let me tell you this. In about the last 12 months, we've built up a team, Kristen and I, okay? We've built up a team in about the last 12 months of our team sending approximately 150,000 postcards every 4 weeks. Okay? We send probably in our team about 200,000 postcards about every 6 weeks right now. Now, our team consists of all of the whole company, Postcard Networker, okay? But we did it, like we did it. So I'm not saying you're going to do it. I'm not saying if you get on 100 auto ship postcards, you're going to do it. You still have to build a relationship with your team and build some skills and get some of the right people on the bus, right? Find some of the right people. But I'll tell you what, if you spend the time setting up your auto ship, doing surges like I did, and building relationships with your team, I don't see anything that's really holding you back from being able to have a team the size of my team. I honestly don't think there's anything holding you back. Now, some of your team might be below the 4th generation, right? And you might not be able to see them, but they're still on your team. They're still your members because they can still join your network marketing company, right? If you build out your team into your network marketing company, many network marketing companies are going to pay you down 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 generations of people, right? Or more, right? So it doesn't matter if they're just in your 4 levels or if they're in 7 levels. You're building out that team, right? So is it possible? Well, I think in the last 12 months, I've proven that it's actually possible to follow this plan, to do this plan. Now, I didn't start with in all honesty, I didn't start with just 100 postcards, okay? I mailed out, I think, about 2,000 postcards when I first got started, but that was the surge, right? That's what I talked about. You send out your regular auto ship and you do surges. So I did an initial surge when I first got started of 2,000 postcards to get the business going, to get some leaders going, to find some good people. All right, and then I, sent out some regular postcards and got my team going and started talking to my team and getting them, hey, sending out regular postcards and stuff like that. All right. So as you build your business, it's important to understand that we are going to have success together. We are going to work together. We are going to support you. You're not alone, but you also have to support your team. You also have to support your people and build your business too. Okay. There is not, that I am aware of, a network marketing business in our industry today that you can have a huge successful business in and never talk to another human being. Okay? We're pretty close with Postcard Networker. I mean, you don't have to talk to the leads. You don't have to talk to the prospects. You don't have to do cold calling. You don't have to do any of that kind of hard, crappy stuff that we don't like, right? But at the end of the day, once people join and once people are getting started, we do encourage you to talk to them. Do encourage you to build a relationship and build your team. All right? Again, you're building your own corporation, right? You're building your own company. You're building your own thing, whatever you want to label it. And it's important that you be the leader of your own team. Okay? So, I mean, set your plan. I'm just going to go back to this one. This is your plan for today and moving forward, but this is also the plan for your team as they come into the business and as they start to work with you. Give them this plan. It's very simple. Auto ship postcards, surge postcards, build relationship with your team. Okay? So I am going to end on that. Have a great weekend, everybody. I wish you all the best. Bye for now.